強い熱を持った連中ほどまとまった時は強くなるじゃん。
立派になったな、ガーラ。
So he has a lot of fans as well. Yeah, Temari is right. Naruto is one of my favorite anime shows when I was growing up. Later on, when I'm already studying theology, did I find out that there are actually a lot of religious truths behind the show. Some of these truths are implicit and some of them are explicit. In this video, we're going to talk about one of Naruto's most important jutsus, or probably one of his most powerful jutsus, which is, as we call it, the Naruto Talk no Jutsu. We're going to cover how Naruto changed the mind of not only Gaara, which is one of the most powerful ninjas out there, but also Pain. So if you like the content that we do right here on Eukaristiya, do not forget to give it a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more updates regarding our channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is the first video, and this is by the time of the Great Ninja War. He's the leader of the Sand. Naruto actually changed his mind from, becoming a war freak before and right now becoming a person of peace. So what's happening right here is they're starting off with their past crimes, their past history between one village to another. So they're having a fight, a brawl, because they felt that they had different ideologies. Remember that before all of the shinobi were put together, before they were put together, they were all at war. So what Gaara is essentially saying right here is, if by the end of this war, they still have regrets, they still have hurts from the past, he's going to offer his own life, he's going to offer his own head. What Gaara did is kind of similar to what Jesus did, offering himself to become the lamb that was going to be slain for the rest of mankind. What this essentially means is that Gaara wants to become the lamb of the shinobi people. If he's going to offer his life for them sakes, then they're going to think that he already bought the price of the evil that was done before. If this war is going to end and they still have regrets and hurts from their past history, then Gaara will be willing to lay down his head. This is again similar to what Jesus did in his ministry, because Jesus really offered himself for the sake of mankind. Remember that when mankind was separated from God in the book of Genesis, when Adam and Eve was separated, put into exile, there was basically no redemption that was in store for them. They could not buy their own redemption. So instead, what Jesus does is he buys the redemption of these people by offering his own life. And that is essentially what Gaara is also doing right here. So he has a lot of fans as well. Yeah, Temari is right. Gaara did grow in that. Now, the reason why I wanted to say this is because Gaara was actually inspired by the spirit of Naruto. Naruto was the first one to want to offer himself for the sake of his friends. So Naruto was essentially the one who taught Gaara that kind of mindset. Remember that Gaara was a war freak before. He wanted to fight villagers. He wanted to fight ninjas. He essentially wanted to kill them because he was also a ninja weapon before. We call him a Jinchuriki, which basically means that a tailed beast is sealed inside him. A tailed beast with great power. But because of how Naruto showed him how to use his force in order to build up what is good, Gaara turns out to become this great leader that, becomes the general commander of the great shinobi war at this part of the season. What is the similarity between Naruto and Gaara? Other than that, they had a common vision of the world. They had a very specific worldview that are inspiring their actions. As we claim in this video, Naruto actually acts more Christian than we think. We have been talking about how Naruto's gestures have been similar to that of Jesus Christ. But people who are watching my channel may be wondering, what is Christianity all about? And in that sense, I just want to tell you about an ebook we created. It's called Discerning the Will of God. I actually wrote this ebook in order to reach more and more people who are interested to learn about the Catholic faith, but they don't know where to start. The ebook is just 30 pages long, and I tried to comprise it in a language that is very understandable for the common people. Don't forget to check out the link of that ebook on the description below, and let's get back to the video. Alright, so this next one is a clip about pain. I mean the character's name is Pain. His speeches are so great, they're very philosophical, and they have a lot of moral content in it. This is actually one of the best parts of the anime. Naruto Shippuden, when he got into this arc, so what he says is, Shinra Tensei, it's like the great pain for everyone. He wants everyone to experience this pain. And that's actually where Naruto comes in, when everyone needed him the most. Comes out of that very, very long training period with this cape. Alright, so to explain what happened in this scene, we look at the life of Pain. Pain is actually controlled by another ninja called Nagato. So Nagato has a great chakra store, so he can control multiple persons at once. But this moment is actually also pivotal in the series, and that's one of the reasons why I chose to analyze this. Naruto and Nagato have a very unique, let's say, juxtaposition. That basically means it's how we compare these two people together. So both of them are very interesting personas, but you have to look at them together. So Naruto, as we said earlier, he is someone that wants to fight for his friends, wants to sacrifice for his friends, even at the expense of his own life. But Nagato, because of everything that happened in his life, all the war and the crime that ushered from his life, he wanted to take revenge on the world. So essentially what he wanted to do was to control everyone, right? That's why he formed the Akatsuki. They had an ideology of peace. Akatsuki before was actually a very peaceful organization, but then it turned out this way it became violent. Before, they really believed that peace could be obtained without the use of violence, but because of things that happened, and with the death of Yahiko, his very close friend, which by the way is Yahiko's body, is the one that is being controlled by Pain, by Nagato. So because of the death of Yahiko, Nagato goes into this spiral of revenge where he now wants to obtain peace in the world, but with the use of violence. So when it's actually interesting that when the two of them met, Naruto and Nagato, they exchanged ideologies. They actually had one master, which is Jiraiya Sensei, and Jiraiya wanted to teach the two of them peace. The idea of peace that their teacher really wanted them to understand was a non-violent revolution. Because in a world where we believe that peace is ruled because of power, peace is maintained because of power, Naruto shows us the humble figure of peace. It's about obtaining peace through self-sacrifice in your everyday life. And that's actually very similar to what happened to the life of Jesus himself. Jesus himself was a king. He himself is God. He is as we call the second person of the Trinity, but he lays down his life for us. He wants peace to usher into this world, not with violence, but with a very humble and meek attitude. God wants to let peace enter into this world, but that only happens through our daily sacrifices. Naruto and Jesus are actually very, very similar figures. Hey, if you like the content that we just watched right now and you feel that you want to learn more about what Eukaristiya and what the Catholic message is all about, don't forget to check out the playlist that is flashed on your screen right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe tip me a coffee on my Ko-fi page.